guys, welcome back to the Chelsweets kitchen. Today we're going to be making a very silly pizza cake. So we're going to start off with 2 layers of my favorite vanilla cake base, which are going to be frosting with the chocolate buttercream that I've made to be the crust of the pizza. I've also mixed together some red buttercream to make the sauce, and we'll be using some white buttercream to make the mozzarella cheese on top of the pizza. So let's get started on the assembly and then we'll get going on the toppings. Just like always, we're going to start with a dollop of buttercream onto our cake base. We're then going to take our first cake layer and set it down right on top of that buttercream. We're going to apply a thin layer evenly across this. We're now going to stack our next cake layer on top of that. We're now going to cover this in buttercream and apply a crumb coat, and then we're going to let it chill in the fridge for about 15 minutes. So now we're going to place some extra frosting around the ring. If you want to, you can also use a piping bag to pipe the ring on, but I think it looks a little bit more rustic this way, and I also hate wasting piping bags, so this is an easy one that you can do without one. So now we're just going to smooth it around the top a little bit. I'm kind of going in this like circular motion. Now we're just going to smooth out the sides one more time. To make it look a little bit more authentic, we're just going to kind of smooth out the edge here. And to make it nice and level, I'm going to pull in the little front bits like this. So now that we have our pizza crust all ready to go, we're going to pop this in the freezer again for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to apply our sauce on. So now that our pizza crust has chilled, we're going to take some of our red buttercream that we've made, and we're going to put it just along the border to kind of be a little bit of sauce that sticks out past the cheese. So I'm just going to take a little bit like that. You don't need to cover the whole thing, because you're going to be putting the cheese in the center. So you just need a little bit. And we're just going to take our small offset spatula and kind of smooth it out kind of to the edge of the crust. Now that our pizza sauce is on, we're going to take our white buttercream, and using our same spatula, we're going to smooth this out as well. And you want this to be nice and thick because hopefully in real life, if you were eating pizza, you'd have quite a bit of cheese on there. So now that we have our cheese and our sauce on our pizza, it's time to apply our toppings. So I'm going to begin with our little pepperonis. I've made them kind of wiggly, as you can see, and crinkled, because in real life when pepperoni bakes, you know, it crinkles up a little bit. And I want this to have a similar look. So don't worry about making these too perfect. Alright, so now that we have our pepperonis on, put one more in the middle. Perfect. Now we're going to put on some of our peppers. I re-rolled up some fruit roll-ups, and here are some yellow peppers and some green peppers. So we're just going to kind of sprinkle these all over the pizza. And now it's time for some olives. The last step is to grate a little bit of white chocolate over the top, just like you would in real life when you put a little bit of Parmesan cheese onto your pizza. So you can use any white chocolate you have. I only have white chocolate chips right now, so I'm going to just grate that onto my pizza. And if you do use, I recommend using a white chocolate bar, but if you do use white chocolate chips, just be very careful with your fingertips, because if your fingernails catch on the microplane, it can be pretty painful. And ta-da! Our pizza cake's all done. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to click the like and subscribe button below. To see the recipe for this cake and all of my other sweets, you can visit Chelsweets.com. You can also see more of my creations on Instagram at Chelsweets. Hope to see you guys again soon!